Tiddler. I'm ready for you now.
Now, don't worry about your riddling test, Tiddler. I'm sure you're going to do very well at it.
I do hope so. It's very important, you know. If I pass my test, I'll be a Tiddler first class, and I'll get a special medal to hang around my neck.
Well, how exciting.
Shall we start, then?
Hey up, Tiddler. This is an official test, like. It has to be done properly, according to the ancient rules of riddling. Candidate, are you ready?
Well, of course I am, Mossop. I've been ready ages.
That is not the right answer, Tiddler, and you know it.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. Ask me the question again.
Right, I will, but this time get it right. OK. Candidate, are you ready?
Riddler, I am.
Candidate, do you wish to become a Tiddler first class?
Riddler, I do.
Candidate, will you put yourself to the test?
Riddler, I will.
Candidate, step forward to be blindfolded. Oh, no. Drat, I've been and gone and forgotten me blindfold. Oh, no.
Oh,
dear,
well, will
dear,
this do, Mossop?
Oh, yes. Provided you can't see through it.
Right.
OK.
Hold still now, Tiddler. There. Can you see?
No.
Right. Is that comfy?
Yes.
Good, take it.
Thanks, Marjorie.
Right, OK. Candidate, this is a test of the senses.
I know that, Mossop.
Yes, I know you know, but I've got to tell you official-like. Do you understand?
Yes.
Right.
Sorry.
OK. Candidate, how many senses are there?
Riddler, there are 5. The sense of touch, the sense of taste, the sense of smell, the sense of hearing, and the sense of sight.
Candidate, the sense of sight has been denied you. That's an official-like way of saying that she's been blindfolded. Are you ready to put your other senses to the test?
Riddler, I am.
Good. Now then, that's done with the official stuff. Let's get on with the proper testing now. And see what your touch and your taste and your smell and your hearing are up to. Right, number 1. Taste that and tell me what it is.
Cheese.
Correct.
Cheddar cheese, in fact.
Yes, all right.
And it's mature cheddar because it tastes a lot stronger than the mild cheddar.
Yeah, all right.
And I
yes,
think
all
it was
right,
made
all
in
right,
the
all right. There's
springtime
no
when
need to show off. Just
much.
cheese would do. I don't know. Now, let's try something a bit more difficult then. Right. Smell this and tell me what it is.
That's a tricky one.
Oh, Mossop, that's a bit unfair. Aren't you at least going to take the lid off? She won't smell a thing until you do that.
That's all right, Marjorie. It has got a very faint smell. It's jam. Raspberry jam.
Correct. Lovely.
Well, that's wonderful. I never would have got that.
Oh, well, you're only a human person, aren't you, Marjorie? Human people don't have such keen senses as Riddlers and Tiddlers have. I doubt you'll get this one as well as Tiddler either. Tiddler, what's in this box?
Matches.
Correct.
I think I would have got that right.
Ah, but I haven't finished yet, Marjorie. Wait a second. How many matches, Tiddler?
8.
Correct. Very good.
8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, that's amazing. Well, I certainly couldn't have got that right. I know I wouldn't.
Well, you see, you heard the same thing as Tiddler when I shook that box, didn't you? The sound told you both that there were matches in the box. But the sound told Tiddler something else. It told her how many matches there were.
So we both heard the same thing, but we drew different conclusions from it.
That's right. It's like the ancient legend of the Riddler and the Lollop. Once upon a time, a Riddler and a Lollop who travelled far came to a wood. Both the Riddler and the Lollop were tired and very hungry. As they drew near, the Riddler saw that someone had made a fire deep inside the wood in a clearing. He saw the flames flickering between the trees. Where there's a fire, there's usually food, thought the Riddler, and he was right. Another travelling Riddler was indeed about to make some nettle soup. But the Riddler's Lollop thought, where there's a fire, there's danger, which is also true. So both the Riddler and the Lollop were right in believing what their senses told them. Well, the Riddler tried to ride into the wood so that he might sit with a fellow traveller and chat and have some soup. But the Lollop's one idea was to get as far away as quickly as possible. So round and round the edge of the wood they went, unable to either go into the wood nor escape. Danger, danger, thought the Lollop as they went. Food, food, thought the hungry Riddler, until at last man and beast stopped, tired out, and the Riddler dismounted. Foolish animal, said the Riddler, there is no danger, only good nettle soup. And with that he took hold of the Lollop's bridle and strode into the wood. His Lollop thought, Foolish Riddler, there is no soup, only danger. But of course he couldn't say this, being only a Lollop. So, yodeling softly like Lollops do, he picked up the Riddler by the collar and carried him out. The Riddler wept at the thought of the bowl of good nettle soup which had been almost in his grasp. The Lollop stood and thought about how brave he'd been and how grateful his Riddler would feel to know that his steadfast steed had saved him from a dreadful fate. He was surprised then when the Riddler rose, grasped his bridle again, and led him back into the wood. Cowardly Lollop, said the Riddler, foolish animal. The Lollop was astonished to hear these words. He was neither a coward nor foolish, and with a loud whinny he broke free and cantered back to the edge of the wood. So the traveller decided that he would go alone into the wood to meet his fellow traveller and have a bowl of soup. But the traveller in the wood had heard the sound of the galloping hooves going round and round the wood. He'd heard the yodeling and the muttering, and his senses told him that all was not well. He put out his fire, and carrying his pan of soup ever so carefully, he made his way from the wood. So when the Riddler reached the place, he found only charred sticks and just a little whiff of soup lingering in the air. The Lollop, no longer smelling smoke, came after him, and so they both stood. And after gazing at the spot for some time, they continued their journey. But Lollops, on smelling smoke, still think, danger, and Riddlers, seeing a fire, still think of food. And travellers in a wood, hearing hoofs beating and mutterings, still think that something odd is happening and leave as soon as possible.
Is that the end? Do you mind, Mussop? I'm in the middle of my test. I want to get on with it.
Patience, Tiddler, patience. Storytelling is good for your education. You can learn a lot from stories, you can. Well, get on with the test, we will then. Taste this. Tell me what it is.
Oh, vinegar.
Correct. Listen to this.
Ow! A bell.
Correct. That'll teach her not to go complaining.
Poor Tiddler, Mossop.
No, don't go getting sorry for her, Marjorie. It's a tough test, this is, but every Tiddler has to go through it. It's the only way to become a Riddler. Now then, taste this, Tiddler, and tell me what it is. No, on second thoughts, tasting will be too easy. Put your hand in. Now, what's that?
It's so sticky and gooey. Custard.
Correct.
Lumpy custard.
Lumpy custard it is, yes. Not very good at doing smooth custard, I'm not. And now, the last test of all. Marjorie, could you help? Could you put that plate there, directly in front of her?
Right. There you are, Tiddler, in front of your nose.
Now, this could be the most tricky test of all. I want you to use your sense of smell, Tiddler, and tell me what that is.
It's nice lolly. No, it's not.
Huh?
It was a nice lolly, but now it's melted. It smells like strawberry. It's a lolly stick in a pool of melted strawberry ice lolly.
Ha! Hooray!
Well done!
Take my blindfold off
Yes,
then.
let's have it then. That's it, done.
No.
Let me help.
Go on.
There you go.
Well, how did I do?
You were terrific, Tiddler. Terrific. I thought you were going to muck up that last one, but you got it right in the end, didn't you?
Does that mean I've passed?
It certainly does, Tiddler. All that is left is the awards ceremony. 3 cheers. Well done. We knew that you would pass. You've made the grade. You're a Tiddler, first class. With your sense of smell, you did quite well. There was no cause to frown. With your sense of hearing, there was no fearing it would let you down. So 3 cheers, well done. We knew that you would pass. You've made the grade. You're a tiddler, first class. With your sense of taste, you weren't disgraced. Your skill was there to see. With your touch, there isn't much that you could learn from me. So 3 cheers, well done. We knew that you would pass. You've made the grade. You're a tiddler, first class. And now, Marjorie, would you like to do the honours?
I'd be delighted. Tiddler, congratulations on becoming a tiddler first class.
Hooray, hooray!
Aren't you going to say a few words?
Speech.
I don't know what to say. Thank you, Mossop, for teaching me. And thank you, Marjorie, for helping me. A tiddler first class. Gosh.
You did very well, Tiddler. I couldn't have passed that test.
Well, you human people, you just don't know how to use your senses properly, do you? Maybe I should teach you one day, Marjorie, like I taught Tiddler.
Oh, that would be good, Mossop. And I could teach you how to smell colours.
What do you mean, Marjorie?
How to tell the difference between colours just by smelling them.
What? Not by looking at them?
No, I can tell the difference between colours blindfolded. Shall I show you?
Well, I don't mind you trying, Marjorie, but I don't believe it can be done, and that's a fact. Not even I could do that.
Well, seeing is believing. Come on, Tiddler, come and help me carry the cards out from the cottage, will you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Mossop, can you clear these things away while we're gone?
Yeah, but just...
Can you really do what you said, Marjorie?
Yes, I can. But I'll let you into a secret. It's a trick, and I need you to help me with it.
Well, what do I have to do?
Well, I want you to hold up the cards and ask me what the colour is. But I want your question to rhyme with the colour. So if you held up a blue card, you'd ask, what does this smell like to you? Because the you rhymes with blue. Do you understand?
Yes, I think so. I'll do my best.
Good.
Mossop's going to be surprised.
Come on.
Oh, it can't be done.
Right, Mossop. Do you still not believe that I can smell colours?
I certainly do not, Marjorie.
All right, then. You'll see.
Oh, what are they? Are they the cards, then?
Yes, they're the cards, Mossop.
Oh, very
Check
good.
the blindfold.
Oh, let's see if the blindfold's working, then.
Are we ready?
No, she can't see.
Come on then, Tiddler. First card, please.
Right.
Choose a card, Mossop. Right, Marjorie. What colour does this seem to you?
Blue.
Correct.
Fantastic.
Choose another. What colours this would you have said?
Red.
Correct. Another. That's right. Here's another colour you haven't seen.
Green.
Correct.
Amazing.
Can you tell me what this is without the sense of sight?
White.
Correct.
Fantastic.
And what colour's this, do you think?
Pink.
That's amazing. All right, Marjorie, all right. I am convinced you can smell colours. I've never seen anything like that in all my life. You have a wonderful sense of smell. No doubt. Oh, I can't smell anything. Amazing.